Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get ready into map number 2. It's FTW's pick of Nuke. And Mike, in the pre-game, we were saying 100% win rate, 8-map winning streak. Surely, this is a clear FTW win.
Look, streak were made to be broken, but arrozdoce is not interested in seeing it snap just yet. Jerry, however, is different play. Jerry in the vents with the dualies. He's going to find himself with stadodo. It's been even exchanges so far, but stadodo comes out on top of that one, so advantage FTW. And now a lot of control around the map. You can see the adjustment. Crowd and Sugar are backed in towards the ramp room, which means they can't really control either site. A tiny push in towards ramp. This could actually work. FTW have been super patient about it, but their patience might actually just set up Crowd with an opportunity. Timing everything here, but Suka gets the better of it. So now just left to Sugar to try and pull off a pretty nutty clutch. And a bomb that will certainly be planted.
Yeah, this is tough. This is really difficult. Bomb will go down, as you mentioned. Sugar, the new boy on the block for forZe, has got a tough task, and stadodo other ideas. A great round. Playing the raid boss as well with a PT50 half armor. Pretty good start, and a bit of a statement about how good they actually are. Now, of course, we were making these sort of jokes, right? 100% win rate, 8 out of 8 for FTW. But to be fair, forZe are actually not too shabby on this map themselves. They've got, 11 times played. When you look through some of the games on HLTV that they've played, some of the wins, pretty respectable, right? I mean, I think the current iteration of Trick, they're looking relatively competitive. Rise, as we saw yesterday as well. So there's some fairly okay games. And then even in the road to Rio, they beat Astralis. So we know we can see moments of brilliance, but this is a bit of an uphill battle for me.
I think Shelfie spotted a little bit of the player there. He's going to get the kill, trade it out immediately, but at least he does. Lock in the 1, considering the deagle, it's not so bad. Love a Mag 7 playing Hut. Just going to say that already. If you buy Mag 7s, I'm going to like you more. So, players trying to curry favor. Get the shotguns going, man. Underutilized. Zorti's in trouble. Still gets one, and he's away. Suka not able to capitalize on all of his positioning. He's going to be in towards heaven, though, and there could be something done with this. Could be something done with this, indeed. For these players in towards the HUD. Eventually, the check's going to come in. This isn't the fight you want to take with a Mag 7. It's definitely not. And goodbye, Mag. Goodbye, Crowd. But perhaps, I was going to say Jerry could do something. He certainly can't. Sugar, timing on this ladder play will be everything. And now they're kind of stuck, and they know it. They know they're stuck. Trying to back away in towards the save. Sugar gets that kill now. It's back on. A chance in towards heaven. A gun picked up as well, if Sugar can eventually get above the ladder. Let's see what's doing here. 2 Mac 10s to deal with. Precision versus many bullets. That's the battle that we've got going right now. The SMGs, they strike first and second as well. Many bullets, as is so often the case, wins out.
Hey, to be fair, I mean, forZe made that competitive when it probably really shouldn't have been. Got the opener, of course, instantly traded for Shelfie's kill into that outside position, but that was a lot closer than it realistically should have been. For FTW, once they got the bomb down, I don't wish they lose that, but fortunately, not to be low on HP, but at the 100 to kill, as the HL saying goes, it's a 2-0 start for FTW. For forZe, of course, with that full investment in towards round 2, they've got nothing to work with in towards the 3rd here, so couple of eagles, little utility, little armor. It should be relatively easy. Stadodo will take a bit of a chunk though. He's down to 12, and DS will fall.
Already starting to get concerned. That deagle outside has pushed them back, limited their options. Does get checked. Okay. I was going to say that's a cheeky bit of space, but arrozdoce is ready for it. Just a USP, so no substantial loss, but it's a lot of just USPs. Jerry with the Zeus. God, these guys are just trying to win me over now. They got a Mag 7. They've already got the Zeus investment. Jerry, you shouldn't have. Can he get a Zeus kill is the real question. Best bang for the buck in the game. 1 shot, 1 kill, and a Molotov will clear it. That's the angle for the Zeus, Jerry. Oh, no. He went away from it. And this one's looking like it could just be a bit of a clean sweep. Unless Zorti finds 2 kills out of nowhere with the USP. Overlooked, overseen. That's all about Sugar. connect one more shot with this defense. What would be? But no, Aguil is ready for it. Not going to happen here. Still great damage out of a round that looked to be done.
My God. I mean, when you consider what forZe brought together there, 2 deagles, that's it. No armor, no utility, 3 USBs in support, and they've walked away with 3 kills. That already is a little bit of a cause for concern. It might not have any long-term implications at all. It might just be a bit of a flash in the pan moment, but FTW, they themselves just take a sigh of relief. That got way closer than it initially should have been, especially on the kind of more face value terms. Either way, towards the holding. Pop shot with the orb. Won't find anything, he's going to fall down vents.
There's the first contact for Jerry. He gets one traded. Nice play from Diaz. Zero that in. Krad, though, from the back of cooling. He's going to be trying to hold up. He's got support from Heaven as well. Wants to take the initiative. Can't quite succeed on that, but damage done. And even numbers here. Problem is that Zort is stuck. That's the real challenge. Shalfie's going looking. Diaz posted on the angle. Doesn't matter. That's a massive kill. Gonna really divide the focus here on Zort. That doesn't know it, but he does actually have a path up. Well, did have a path up. No longer. Okay, we're gonna check this. No. Still, himself to actually get out of that vent, and arrozdoce with the critical kill. Now the op giving up, and time starting to get short. This one's looking like it could be done. You need to hop on that bomb, Shelby. And they don't have time. They do not have time. They got the kill, but they do not get the round.
They do. Yeah, that's it. I mean, you credit to forZe at the very least. They make it positive for them. It's silver linings, but it still is a bad situation. They're 4-0 down on Nuke T side. And, you know, normally, in a traditional sense, when I cast Nuke, I always like to say the golden number is 6. That's why I always lead into. I think if you find 6 rounds on your T side, you at least open the conversations and be like, okay, that's actually pretty decent. I think you still need a pistol round and all the rest in towards your CT side, but it's good foundations for what is a pretty heftily weighted CT map. The second most, in fact, just after Ancient. So, for me, so far, what a win. A lot of positives they can take from this already. 4-0, very good, and money, well, not flourishing over towards the CT side, and already snuck their way down secret. Diaz has created a lot of space.
Just no one challenges. No one challenges these smokes even remotely, so they get them for free. Smoke set outside. Has anyone adjusted in towards lower? No. Not yet, at least. Zorth is trying to make his way on over. The op's going to be on the scene, but this is not a lot. Sugar coming in with the deagle. Just need one good kill, but Jerry, that's a find. Okay, so the lurk is dealt with. An upgraded build there for Jerry, and now the swing's back in. The D gets the kill. Zorth, he can't do anything. But it's everybody else who's making their voice heard. Bomb will be planted. But a flank developing. Krad's working his way through. He'll just have a CZ, but the element of surprise might be enough. Shalfie dealt with should make this a little bit easier, but Aguil's so low. The CZ or not, one bullet will be enough. The bullet can't connect. The bullet can't connect, and now stadodo and Aguil, they bring it through. These last few rounds have gotten close, but who cares when you're on the T side of Nuke? It's a 5th on the board.
That's it. That is it. 5 rounds on T side. I can't say anything less than I'm impressed. This has been very good from the Portuguese roster. I want to turn around as well. I think you could probably make the argument that that was quite a crushing defeat over towards Overpass because they were so close. And I think for a lot of that second half, they had it was their game to lose at times. So the fact that they kind of let it slip away from them and so dramatically let it slip, hey, they are loving life right now. Great spam though. Krad and Jerry combined. What a double opener.
Was that just straight up through the hut?
It was.
Zoite, that is rude. Headshot through the hut. Take a seat. All right. arrozdoce alone. Can he get a bomb plant out of this? Maybe. Maybe could have. Doesn't. And now he knows. Winds howling, wolves circling. And he's a dead man. Wow. What a way for forZe to get on the board.
annihilation, right? Just a complete shutdown. They try and step up the pace there for FTW, and I sort of like the idea, right? Because you got for FTW, they've been playing slow, methodical, you know, outside control, L smokes coming through, sneaking their way down secret, all of these sort of plays, or even where we've seen a couple of times that they take lobby control and they'll just pause, right? Pump the brakes, wait for forZe to overextend. That time they're like, right, lads, let's just fly out on towards A, take fights, go aggressive, off the back of U2 as well. So it's not even like they were going dry. But both of the opening kills, they're full blind when they find them. So a bit of fortune, but it favors the bold. forZe, great work for them. And that's a risk that they should have taken. Bomb will be dropped, stadodo goes down, and so will Agil.
Did that drop the bomb as well down the vent? I believe it did. Suka's going to be able to retrieve it, somehow still alive. He's being chased by the utility, but at this point, Zorta's posted. And yeah, you might have a smoke, but Zorta has a molly. And they actually don't go out behind the smoke. What's thinking here? That was maybe your one chance to get a bomb plant in this round. You got a cheeky spot here for arrozdoce. He's going to get one. Does he? No. Oh my goodness, a second as well. A third! The Text 9 from arrozdoce keeps singing its dang song. Bomb now certainly going to be planted. And FTW, they're looking like they might just take this round. Jerry, not interested in letting this one slip by the wayside, but he might not have his choice. Shelfie alone. A catastrophe here, and all off the back of a cheeky Tech 9. And a cheeky bit of positioning in the ramp room. Shelfie. Time low. I don't even think he's going for this. I think he's saving. That's insane. Yeah. arrozdoce. I mean, this is... He's cooking.
He is. Sweet rice. Very sweet. That Tech 9, you know, that was flashbacks to, like, old school CS, even before I was, you know, watching.
Looking like Olaf out there.
Exactly. I've gone back and, you know, I've lived the highlights. That's how long ago it was. When the Tech 9 was as good as some rifles in some people's eyes, and some people's hands like Olaf's. Brilliant stuff. That's completely changed around. And, of course, once again, the trajectory of this game in this half. I mean, that was looking like forZe was setting themselves up for success and having the ability to get back into this game slowly but surely, put rounds on the board and chip away that deficit. One man takes it to his hands. The Tech 9 works wonders. For forZe, that's a little bit of a wake-up call.
Indeed. Just gonna be a swing on around. Shelfie holding for this. Holding for the wrap. But he's going to be alone, at least for the moment. They're going to make their way on in, and there's a player garage to this Dia-Shelfie duel. That's a matchup we highlighted in the pregame, and it could be critical to this round. Shelfie aware of the possibility coming into clear. It's going to be Zorta to take contact down below. Oh, he knows they're there now. And Shelfie gets the better of the player up top. So now, up top, down below, they're having success everywhere they go. Zorta will be blinded up by the flashbang, but in the meantime, it's left Agil all on his lonesome. A bomb plant available. Money at least secured for FTW going forward. And I mean, we've seen these rounds get away from forZe before. So what are they going to have to show here? Agil holds the line. Time ticking away. forZe need to get in action, but they've avoided him at least for the moment. Tucked here in the corner of control as he is. There's the spot. Now they got confirmation. Now they got information, and Shelfie will execute.
Nice retake. Really nice retake as well. I think there was a world in that gets a little bit uncomfortable. Thankfully, not to be. I mean, at least for Agil. Couple of kills on the board for FTW, and Agil one of his own. You're thinking, okay, that's all right. Potentially a round in which they should have been a little bit more competitive in. I think they lost a couple of duels, which maybe shouldn't have come to fruition. forZe, get out of dodge a little bit easier than potentially should have been. They just walk straight in towards the AWP, and it's a little bit too easy as well for Zorta. The fact that he's not traded off the first shot, you're thinking, worrying. U2 should have come back off that corner as well. We see very standard setups now, which involve either a boost on that corner to push the AWP off, or a Molotov as well, just to force him further back, and do neither. Of course, the buy for FTW following that has left them with pretty minimalistic approach. It's whatever they can bring to the table, but it's not exactly great. One Galil of arrozdoce and a MAC-10 and a few pistols.
So they're going to let some time slip off the clock this time. Hoping for some sort of a peek, some sort of a push in towards the lobby. Perhaps something they could punish. That's not going to be there. Dueling outside. Shelfie will take down Theus. Dodo is here as well, but it's Tech9. I say just a Tech9. Tech9 certainly shunned before. This time, Jordan under pressure. He will drop. But Tricker's here for the cleanup. Not quite. Still a limping Suka. Has to try and find a bomb plant out of this somehow. With crowd already in position towards lower this time, it doesn't seem like it's likely to be a possibility. To get this kill, though, it will actually work. And if he plants decon side of cooling, could get this as well. Smoke going to be dropped. That seems like it's his idea. Wants to bait the response, and I believe he's gotten this. No, a little too exposed and a little too dealt with here by Crad. No bomb plant for you, no round for you. forZe, claw this back.
Slowly but surely, creeping back into his Zorta again. Cool, calm under pressure. But he's taking a lot of damage and a lot of util flying his way, but he just buys enough time for that second player to rotate out of hell and just deny a lot of that ramp progression coming through. And no bomb plants as well for FTW is the real kind of defining factor in that situation, because now it means that they do have to go for a full eco, essentially. Just a few pistols to work with, bit of utility, hoping, begging for a bomb plant to give them stability in their economy, and they're just going to fly down bed. They are.
There's the flank. Jerry taking the initiative here. Finds two. Clears out that squeaky presence, but the bomb is going to go down. So, I mean, success already. stadodo finds a kill even. Anything from here is just about gravy, and stadodo's got a gun. stadodo's got a gun, and timing. Slips away. Ooh, he's on the move. He's on his lonesome. Facing him down. He gets one more kill. I mean, 2 kills and a bomb plant out of that round is not actually a bad result. You limit the economy a little bit, at least prevent it from growing out of control, and set yourselves up really nicely heading into this next round.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, they're really not actually going to complain too much of that one, to be honest. FTW, it was very little investment. It was more or less just pistols, the standard pistols coming through, and a small amount of utility. And the priority, which they succeeded in doing so, was a bomb plant, because now we can talk about money to work with. Not enough for an AWP, but to be perfectly honest, on the T side, I wouldn't even say that it's fully needed. I've seen a lot of teams who are more than happy just to kind of sit and play with rifles or 5 until they go on towards their CT side. So, hey, I'm not going to complain too much. Towards outside. Red Crate, this is so aggressive. No one here to beat them so far. Shelfie will open things up.
Crad flashed off. Great flashbang. Excellent utility usage, but do they expect Jerry up here as well? They do not. Bomb down. Strength on strength. Jerry airdropping in, trying to Goomba stomp. stadodo back in a clutch. He's down to give himself some cover. He's trying to plant. That's going to bait the response from Hut, and that's the one place stadodo is not looking. But, oh my goodness, he gets down vent. They have no clue. He's doing this silent. He's got a minute 10 on the clock. Bit by bit, forZe is going to realize that something has gotten a little screwy here. Somehow, once again, a plant is going to go down towards the lower site. And this time, stadodo actually has a reasonable chance of seeing it through. It's all about the element of surprise, though. He's trying to get away, trying to reposition. And in towards ramp, of course, he goes for this hold. He's an opper. This is where he feels at home. Window broken. It's going to start to come through. Molotov. Clear out one angle. They expect him in the rat hole. That's not where he is. He's got to come to check. Time low. If he can find the first, that could be enough, but the shot's not on. The positioning is brilliant. The maneuvering is brilliant, but at the end of the day, you still got to hit the bullet.
The idea was really good there. It's just unfortunate the execution not quite coming off. I liked how he tried to set himself up for success, and everything he sort of did there allowed him to have the best ability. arrozdoce, I mean, again, for him, he's been lights out so far, but that one kill that he found wasn't quite enough. Pause coming through. forZe, they're hot on their tails. 6-5. Only one round in it. This game a lot closer than I sort of initially anticipated in a way. And I think as well, it goes back to kind of what I was saying earlier as well about, generally speaking, 6 rounds for me on T side is good enough, but I think also for FTW, they need to be careful not to give forZe too much confidence. That was another thing that killed them on Overpass. It was such an even game until FTW's economy got shattered, and then they lost all the confidence, and they stopped playing to their play style and setting the tempo and whatnot. I need to be careful not to let the same thing happen here, because even though 6 is good in my books, if forZe go in with kind of 9 rounds on the CT side, they'll be feeling very confident when they go towards the T.
It does set you up very nicely for a recovery. Still 4 rounds to play. Anyone's game.
Of course.
The ball is being taken in a timely fashion right here as they try and figure things out. It is also a technical pause, so it's actually not about the strategery. Someone's having a bad time. Unfortunate. Yeah. Unfortunate. But it doesn't last too long, and indeed, we will be getting back underway here. So whatever the issue, maybe a spilled glass of water, a little bump of the keyboard, unplugged monitor. Who knows? All I know is we don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. Not our problem. It's a classic. I remember in the old online era, there'd be a couple where it was lag and like family or on Netflix or something, and you were like spiking pings. It happens, right? Especially for these youngsters still living at home. That's how it is. 6-5. forZe hot on their tails. Full buyout for FTW, but one that desperately needs to be converted. That's a lineup for Crab, but no damage found.
Zorta catches first contact. This is looking good now. Jerry, his vision clears. That's the bomb as well. Information confirmed. They need to try and get out of this angle, and Zorta's providing oversight. Diaz, a desperate attempt, 2 kills, but you're not getting any further than that. This defense for forZe has solidified, and they've knotted up the scoreline. How many in a row is this one, Neil?
At this point, we're looking at what, 4 potentially in a row. I know there was a hiccup earlier on where it was kind of a 1-on-1.
5.
I mean, actually,
5 in a row.
5, yeah.
5 in a row.
Jesus.
And here's the thing, so many of those rounds as well haven't actually been in contention. It's been FTW slipping a bomb plant in somewhere, but not quite actually being able to fight all the way through. So they're going to be back to the Tech 9s. They're going to be threatening the ramp, and Zart's on the scene. See if they can get some success with the pistols in this one. They've already got a player down vent. The flashbangs are good, but Sugar is better. He's just mowed them all down, and this round's over. stadodo's position, it don't mean a thing.
And I was going to build the point. Oh, so this is genius. He made his way down vent quietly and whatnot. Yeah, he's not going to walk away with it. Knife out, straight into Shalfie. My God, 6 rounds consecutively for forZe. And this is kind of what I was hazarding a couple of rounds ago, saying you can't allow forZe to get confident. You can't allow this side to start to get that snowball effect into play, because if it does, this will get, in my books anyway, very worrying. And I'm starting to kind of get there already. I mean, I'm getting a little bit concerned for forZe. They're looking really hot right now, unstoppable. And FTW, deflated is probably one way to put it. They've, heading into the penultimate round, they're fully invested in. Similar story. If things continue the way they've been going, they're heading to the 15th final with a really junky buy.
Crowd looking for ankles. Trying to spot toes, and he's just getting smoke. What's all that smoke? And with Jerry under the silo as well, this could be an interesting duel outside. Diaz coming in to clear it. Has he spotted anything? The gun barrel not sticking around the corner. Diaz is checking for it, though. Aware at least of the possibility. Paranoid. Paranoid. He's even checking behind him. Can't be behind him. Team is full control lobby.
He knows, right? Yeah, I feel like he does. He's so tentative.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He thought about it.
No,
and he's going to get knifed.
Jerry.
Money made. Jerry gets himself an AK, and that denies any vision outside here, and adds a little salt into the wound. Diaz has been flummoxed here on Nuke. He's been able to get nothing really going outside. It's a far cry from what we saw on Overpass, isn't it? 4 and 14 for Diaz. It just reflects how little their ability to influence the map outer has been. stadodo. All right, straight entry. Why not? He can try and just win. But unfortunately, up on top of the hut, there is a Shelby. Pretty dangerous customer, this one. 2 found. arrozdoce trades it back. Even numbers now. Bomb plant potential, but Sugar's positioning is unfortunate for the FTW side.
That's great.
Bomb denied. There's just no time here, Neo. There's just no time.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. arrozdoce will fall. That is great. Really, really good recovery there from forZe. So it was looking a little bit janky in my books. Of course, the knife was fantastic. I feel like it looked by the way he was setting himself up that he knew. Like, he spotted a gun barrel or an inkling. And then he doesn't clear the angle properly. I mean, I think you do hate to see it.
He cleared the, shall we say, the electronic
deep
spot
one.
right under Silo and did not expect the player close up.
No, agreed. 8-6. forZe. This has been a triumphant run to guarantee themselves a lead at the half. And I mean, confidence is flowing through this side, and Suka is flying towards outside, and Shelby was aware.
Umbrella of bullets to keep Suka off of his head. You do have DS down lower. Squad advantage still firmly in the favor of forZe. DS needs to get something going here. He needs to get something going. He has not been able to really capitalize on this positioning, and once again, Jerry's ready to receive him. It's an AUG and a headshot. All right, Jerry, why not? Good with it. Crowd deleted. arrozdoce just trying to walk out and give them an opportunity, but Zorth is quickly on the scene, and I think Agil was spotted as well. So they have confirmation. They have information. They certainly do now. And obviously, a bomb plant is not enough here. Agil needs to somehow bring this through. It's just not going to happen. So that is 8 rounds in a row for forZe to close the half and send us into this break.
What a performance. I mean, you just can't be impressed. You can't not be impressed, when I say. With forZe, it's stunning stuff. FTW, that is a wake-up call of some serious shock therapy. If they can't turn around their CT side, we could be in for a 2-0. I mean, we're going to have to wait and see how things pan out. But FTW, they need a serious talking to. We'll see you after the break.
A 3-round lead here for forZe as they look to snatch away their opponent's map pick and take this one home. And they do tend to have some ferocious T sides. So FTW is going to need to show us why they have an 8-map win streak here on Nuke. They need to show us what they can do now that they're on the defense. arrozdoce not going to be able to show us much in this fifth round. He's gone. And Gil, though, looking a little bit better for the moment. A little bit of chaos all over the place. Sharply run down. Diaz holding on, but Sorta quick to trade. Now 2 of those on. Flank developing through the squeaky door, though, and the bomb not playing again. Suka has an opportunity, and Sorta, he's always ready. He's always prepared. 4 kills for the man.
Oh, it's a great pistol round. That is really... Well, as put a spanner in the works of our previous conversations, Mike. 100% win rate, 8 for 8 for FTW. And then now 4 rounds behind them. forZe have kickstarted a bit of early momentum on their T side. This now gets, well, very interesting is probably one way to put it. I mean, this is already, quite the story to build it. I mean, of course, for FTW, the standard meta, forced by into the second round. MP9 to come through, but they failed to convert this. forZe have a good opportunity to go, well, 5-6 rounds ahead before there's even a contest.
forZe gonna take full control here of this bomb plant all but assured. That all but is the name Agil. Apparently stadodo, as a player, tried to get down towards lower. Trophy's position. Deal with the vent. Still tries it. And yeah, the trades will be effective. If short-lived. 2 players towards mini. And actually, they'll group up with all 3. They've got the deagles, they've got the armor. There's a logic to saving it into the next round, but this is too tantalizing a prospect to try and bring back this one, to try and win the force buy, and Sorta will waste no bullets, dispatching of Diaz, and sending this round out of the grasp of FTW.
That's it. I'm getting really worried now. Oh, they can't even save as well. Crab's got such a good idea. Traded. No. Lightning fast reactions. Deagle does get a love tap. That's all it is. 11-6. A 5-round lead built up. And this is what I was saying about them going kind of, potentially 5 or 6 rounds ahead. But the money isn't great. That was a full investment by the Portuguese roster. And that's left them now in a very, very precarious spot. They cannot afford to really solidly even force into this one. I mean, maybe stadodo could if you want to, but it's not worth it. You want to know in towards the next round. So, hey, 6-11. forZe are setting themselves up for a lot of success here. And you said records are meant to be broken. Potentially that 100% one is on the way there.
Jerry leading the charge in towards lower, and a Shelfie cleans off the potential opposition. This one is not looking very dangerous. So, can stadodo find the gun, maybe slip away on the periphery? Survey says, unlikely. Especially as even the remaining players from forZe are mostly playing the buddy system. Jerry says.
Surprised by how good forZe have been, maybe?
Yeah, a little shock, a little hiccup.
12-6, I mean, that's already a pretty statement setup here. Being put forth by forZe. And this, I mean, for me, as someone who likes a fairly decent amount of time, delving into the stats and looking into how things pan out, it looked for FTW like this was, pretty concisely and pretty easily going to be in their favor. Because generally speaking, while forZe have had more experience in the last few months in this map, they've got a much lower win rate, and a lot of the teams they've been losing to haven't been great either. They've lost to some quote-unquote stinkers. So you're thinking, okay, well, surely FTW, higher caliber, especially their current form, should be all right. Shelfie to 4, though. That's at least nice opener. Smokes towards outside and a bit of damage, and my god, Zorta's lucky to stay alive.
There's no flip sides, though. Oh, that's a big kill for Diaz. We'll talk about this round. I'll follow up on your point in just a little bit. Lower's been left completely open is the problem. Crad gets that kill as well, which means that the outside presence isn't going to be there. stadodo needs to float down. Because right now, there's no one who can actually deny this bomb plant. stadodo is the closest at hand with that AWP and ramp. But no, he's still committing. They are not moving quickly. And so a bomb plant indeed there will be. Well, the health isn't good. The situation isn't great for forZe. Even getting a bomb plant here helps to sustain this going forward. And now means pressure is on for FTW. And he is holding for this late play from Crowd. He expects it. And he's correct too. Still being a question of who holds their nerve. Nope, he's been spotted. Agil clears that out. Now they can comfortably go for the retake without worrying about it. You do have to clear Jerry, though. Find the first. Sorta another. Uh-oh. Down to the 2v2. Nice flick around. Salvation. Just in the nick of time. They didn't have kits either. This one got dangerously close. But FTW will take a much-needed round.
Do you know what, to be fair, actually, forZe, right, might kick themselves a little bit because they didn't have kits. If they had just been a little bit more passive, it actually could have worked in their favor, but they don't know that. There's no way of knowing that until the end. As the age of moniker goes, hindsight is 20/20, in this case, it's exactly that. But my god, that shot from stadodo, that's lightning fast reactions. 30 points of HP and he hits that one.
I think they're still going to be pretty pleased over on the forZe side, right? That's the bonus round.
Sure.
You do so much damage. You get a bomb plant out of it. Now you've put FTW really up against it economically. You have a massive threat into this round. If they can capitalize here, there's just not going to be too many more opportunities for FTW to find their footing on the CT
they're
side.
so happy.
Kind of reminiscent some of what we got on Overpass in that sense.
Just a little jiggle there in towards Ram. I mean, yeah, you're spot on, right? The T side, forZe, they are so happy off the back of that. Good amount of kills. It really limits how FTW's economy is set up, especially these early stages. And of course, for them, sets themselves up with great foundations going forward. This is more than comfortable. And as you can see, for FTW, there is some implications. Suka's only got MP9.
Building on your point earlier, I think one of the things that's always interesting, one of the tendencies, is that failure is the greatest teacher, right? Players always talk about this. It's better when you're losing scrims. It's better sometimes when you're losing matches, because then you're focusing, you're trying to fix the mistakes on a map as opposed to being comfortable. Meanwhile, if you have a win streak, like say on Nuke, maybe you're not scrimming it as much. Maybe you're not thinking about it as much in server time. Maybe you're pretty comfortable with the way you're playing it, and suddenly it gets just a little bit stale. It's a tendency that you see with teams in the cycling of how their map pools shift and twist and turn. This time, Suka's going to get down lower. He's in position to respond to this. Just an SMG, but with the doors now open, this MP9 could be at the perfect angle. Here comes the swing. Here comes the check. He's past the op, under the scope. The trade is instant, but Diaz is there to follow it up. Good nade. Great nade. And Shalfie capitalizes. Problem is, stadodo struck, and so it is going to be a 2-on-3. Trying to shift that bomb on out because Shalfie's got so much control up top. Crowd's going to come join him, and Shalfie even catches Agil trying to get ahead of it. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. I don't know if they got that down in time.
I did. Oh my god.
Must have been a quarter of a second to spare there. As it is, though, now they're really well positioned for the post plant. Is there utility on the CT side? There's one flashbang. One flashbang, and no stadodo. Diaz over the lip and into his death. What a marginal round for forZe, but here you see disaster for FTW.
Jesus, my gosh. Fine margins, but I've got to say, that mid-round call from Jerry as well to rotate back up to the sides. I mean, I'm assuming he's calling it, but to be perfectly honest, Crad also could have been the one. I know he did a little bit of his mid-rounding in towards Entropic way back when, so potentially even it was him, you know, looking for that information. Shalfie set themselves up there, right? It's him lurking over towards that top site, getting a lot of information and denying that rotation coming through heaven. He has single-handedly won that one just off back of a bit of individual brilliance and having a little look in. 13-7, this is crumbling. Maybe a 2-0 is on the cards. FTW, their map pick, their streak about to go up in flames. And same with this series and their chances throughout this lower bracket. Jerry goes outside, couple of taps. Did expect one close? Doesn't matter, DS will fall.
A wombo combo here, Jerry and Crad working it. Not many things in this one, just the USPs. But always helpful to take a few more out. Trolling towards garage. The bulk of forZe is just sitting. See what Jerry and Crad can do. stadodo has to know Crad's here, right? Don't know where he thought he went. Don't know where he thought he went. But the temptation of the AK was just a little bit too much. A little bit too much to handle. Goodbye, Suka. Goodbye. Round number 14 on for forZe.
Maybe we are getting to the beginning of the end. It does feel like the beginning of the end as well. This has been some stellar T-side as well. I think a lot of teams as well, they have their moments, they kind of flash in the pan brilliances over towards Titan Nuke, but I think a lot struggle to really kind of get control over it and keep control over the Titan Nuke, because it's one of those ones where I think a momentum base is definitely a factor that comes into it. A lot of sides struggle in terms of consistently changing up their plan and their kind of their course of action, but forZe did great work. They have kept their FTW on their toes and really started to change things up, but that's not a great spray from the crowd. He'll be punished.
Flashbang on. Shalfie with an equalizer. Limited economy here is going to be problems for FTW, especially as they lose their outside presence. Oh, Sugar in position. They have no idea he's here. Hell player actually does figure it out in time. That's Diaz. Low HP or not, that's a huge duel to win. And now without that ramp threat, this is a little one-dimensional for forZe, and they're recognizing it. They're slowing things down. They're thinking about going up top. That's going to be attempted by Yil instead, and he's not able to pass. Bomb going to be planted. A really tough retake for FTW to try and keep forZe off of series point. Shelby already ready to punish the saves. Suka was just trying to get out of it. Diaz was just trying to slip away. Diaz done. Just Suka in secret remaining.
I feel hopeful. That's probably one way to put it. I think he himself doesn't. He's going for the save. He's giving up 15. I don't know about you, Mike. This is done. I just can't see a world in which FTW get back into this. They are yet to even compete on the CT side. They're yet to make this a competition. This is brutal. They have not put up one CT side round yet. I mean, what a performance from forZe, and what a showing from them on their T side, which, as I've already mentioned previously, a lot of sides do really struggle to consistently put up these T side rounds. They are keeping it fresh every time, and FTW have no insight. And even in that round specifically, Crad dies immediately over towards Silo and thinking, okay, numbers advantage for FTW. Play the body system, play trades. They can't. And that's credit to forZe about how they're able to kind of, I guess, shift the tempo and, well, keep things flourishing in their favor. 15-7. Map series points as forZe look to continue their fabled run through the lower brackets and hopefully be the ones to meet Saw in those grand finals.
Jerry taking space outside. He's had a lot of success here. They're sending a player down secret to try and respond to this, though. It's stadodo. Will eventually be on the scene, at least for the moment. Jerry hasn't been able to catch. He's posted on this garage angle. His timing could be everything for stadodo. Jerry just blindsided. He actually did get hit, at least before this happened. But a quick play in towards mini. My goodness, that's so punishing. FTW thinking they might just have a foothold. They're immediately swept away. Arrozdoce strikes back. And now for stadodo and arrozdoce trying to cover a whole map with very little. And, well, stadodo wants to get in to help out his teammates, but he's stuck in the vent. He can't get away, and now he's dealt with on arrozdoce to keep them alive, and he can do no such thing. Merciless, suffocating from forZe here. They move on. They've eliminated for the win, and they themselves will book a date further on forward here in the lower bracket of ESL Challenger League.
You just can't not be impressed. It is just stellar work. It really is something seriously special picked up there. And hey, for FTW, we said they're meant to be broken, these streaks, and this is